Hi, and welcome to the Terry Scott Mitchell Show. Today we're focusing on alkalinity versus acidity in the body. We are also going to look at the relationship between acidity and disease and how drinking alkalized, electrolyzed Kangen water reverses the body's pH balance, moving it away from acidity to alkalinity, a state of balance. One of the leaders in this field was Dr. Otto Henrik Wahlberg. In 1931, Dr. Wahlberg won the Nobel Prize for his research and discovery of the real cause of cancer. And it certainly makes you wonder, why don't we know this today? Dr. Wahlberg was the director of the Kaiser Wilhelm Institute, now called the Max Planck Institute, for cell physiology at Berlin. He investigated the metabolism of tumors and the respiration of cells, particularly cancer cells. According to Wahlberg, cancerous tissues are acidic, whereas healthy tissues are alkaline. Water splits into H-positive and OH-negative ions. If there is an excessive amount of H-positive, it is acidic. If there is an excessive amount of OH-negative ions, then there's alkalinity. It sounds a bit scientific, I know, but it's really quite simple, especially when you apply it to the food that we eat and the water that we drink. In his work, The Metabolism of Tumors, Dr. Wahlberg demonstrated that all forms of cancers are characterized by two basic conditions, acidosis and hypoxia, which is the lack of oxygen. The lack of oxygen and acidosis are two sides of the same coin. Where there is one, there is also the other. And while Dr. Wahlberg's discovery that cancer cells are anaerobic, which means they do not breathe oxygen, the question still becomes, how do we remove the acidic waste that's in our body? How do we remove the excess oxidation, also known as free radicals? ORP, oxidation reduction potential. Big fancy word. All it means is, while oxygen is clearly important, we live in a condition where there's too much of a good thing. When too much oxygen is absorbed into the body, it can become active and unstable and has a tendency to attach itself to molecules of healthy cells. This is what creates an environment for high oxidation potential, which means that they are capable of stealing electrons from other cells. So when you're missing your vitamins and your minerals, what the body does is it goes to other places and leaches those qualities and those minerals from other parts of the body, which we don't want. Water is a negative ORP. Water with a negative ORP will reduce the level of oxidation or free radicals in the body. So you want a water that has a delivery system that's capable of penetrating the cell's outer membrane, which is basically protein. Again, we know that the conditions such as gout, GERD, acid reflux, cancerous tumors, all have their beginnings in an overacidic body. But what causes overacidity and acid waste? It comes primarily through the food that we eat and our drinking water. It comes from the very air that we breathe. It comes from stressful lifestyles. It can even come when you exercise. That even produces acid in the body. So excessive acidity weakens all body systems. Now, if the body is 75 to 85% water, how important do you think water is? You can live without food, but you cannot live without water. Water. When we talk about water, we need to understand that chemical reactions in all plants and animals that support life take place in the medium of water. Water not only provides the medium to make these life-sustaining reactions possible, but water itself is often an important reactant or product of these reactions. In short, the chemistry of life is water chemistry. Hi, I'm Terry Scott Mitchell. I'd love for you to check out waterisyourbody.com and check out your free information and your ebook.